Hi, and welcome to my continuing of the session which I gave you the other day for the video Consortium. We didn't have time to talk about editing, unfortunately, so here's a video which I hope will cover some of the areas of editing for you. The first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about listening. Now, when people edit, many times they will edit at too quiet a volume. Now, I'm not somebody who says you must listen to things really loudly. You just got to listen to it at the right volume in order that you can actually hear what you're doing and you don't miss all these little secret sounds. Many of you have done an edit, you think it sounds great, and you take it to a hall or a cinema or somewhere or a film festival, and then it gets played back, and then you suddenly notice all these little kind of clips and bangs and background noises not merging in properly. It's because you didn't monitor at the correct volume, so you just miss all these things. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is setting your computer to a level at which be sure that you'll be hearing everything that you will hear in a venue. Now, I've already sent the Blue Sky test files, and these are a set of files. I'm only using two of them today. I'm using the 1K sine wave and the 500 to 2500 hertz pink noise sound. Now, the sine wave is there to make sure that your computer is calibrated to the right volume, that it's outputting the right volume, because when we play this is what we're going to measure volume wise from your speakers. I'm just going to bring over, by the way, I'm working in a program called Nuendo, and I'm sure this is going to be very different from the environment that many of you are working in. So these are principles that we're talking about here. You all have the equivalent sort of fader outputs. You'll have the equivalent EQs and other elements. This is something you're just going to have to translate into your own environment. But here are the principles of what we're talking about now. This is my output monitoring. This tells me where the sound's going and so on, how loud it is. Now, if I play this 1K sine wave, you can see that the output here is -20. Now, don't worry about this. This is because of my routing, so there's not something you should be concerned with. But when it's up to full volume, it should read -20. And whatever environment you're working in, it should be the same. It should read -20. That ensures that your setting on the computer is correct. When you're doing this, ensure that you don't have any compression. You're not, that your fader here is at 0, and you've done nothing to the sound. Okay. After you've ensured that you've got the output set to -20, you then want to move over to the pink noise. And the pink noise sounds like this. Okay. What you then do is you then play this file through your speakers, and then you measure the volume that is coming out of your speakers using an app on your phone. They're not dead accurate, but they're accurate enough. And when you play this file, you want to measure it so it's on the right hand side, measure it when it's on the left hand side, and ensure that your sound level recorder is measuring a volume of around 79 dB. 79 dB. I use an app called Sound Analyzer, which, it's accurate enough. So you're now listening to your audio at the correct volume, and you know that whatever you hear, it will work when you play it in a public place.